Today, we're gonna take one 2x8 and we're gonna turn it into something that is fun, easy, and profitable, and it's only gonna take like an hour. First things first, we're making some cuts. Believe it or not, we're gonna make 2 cuts to start. One at 12 inches, and then one that's 20 inches long. So the remainder of these cuts are gonna be cut at 30 degrees, and I'm gonna walk you through each individual cut. You got 3 more left to do, so let's go over to the miter saw, set it at 30 degrees, and get our first cut. Right off the bat, we're just gonna cut this edge at 30 degrees. Now that we've got our 30-degree angle cut, we're just gonna flip this just like that. So if we were to cut right now, we'd have those opposing angles making a trapezoid. So what we need to do now is measure from tip to tip 12 inches. Now obviously, you don't have that other tip yet, so we're gonna set this one on this edge right there, go to 12 inches, make a mark, make your mark there at 12 inches, and now we're gonna bring it back to the miter saw, and then where this blade is going to hit the back of this piece, that is where we want to start our cut. Now for the next cut, we got to do that again. Flip it again, and then from tip to tip will be 22 inches. And now for our last remaining piece, from this tip here to this right angle is 38 inches right now. But we need to cut this, and this one we're cutting at a parallelogram. So this angle that we're going to cut here is going to be parallel to this angle we've already cut down here. So we don't have to flip this one, and we're gonna move this piece until this 90-degree angle here is meeting the miter saw blade. And this ended up being from tip here to this obtuse angle tip about 34 inches long. Now this doesn't need to be perfect, and yours doesn't need to be the same, which is awesome. As long as you got those 30-degree angles, you should be okay. So let's come over to the rest of the pieces we've cut here. We've got 5 of them so far. We've got our 12-inch piece down here, and then we've got our long 34-inch piece here, and we're gonna rest that just like that. Then we've got our 22-inch piece, and this one's gonna go somewhere around here. And then let's see, can I grab that other one? Okay, so far so good. And then that could go somewhere like there, or you could mess around and you can make that one go up there.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, what do you think about that? You want to do that?
I don't know.
Okay, and then I'll show you what to do with that other piece after. Help. So we kind of decided this is what we're going for. So we're gonna need some pocket holes right here, 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 and then here and here for this piece there. So let's go get our pocket hole jig. I should say, guys, make sure you're making these pocket holes in the back of your piece, the piece that you want to be against a wall or just not shown as much. If you haven't picked the side that you want to be front or back, it doesn't matter. Like, we haven't really picked, it doesn't really matter. But if you've got a side that you're like, this grain should definitely be the front, make sure you put the pocket holes in the back.
Might be the most awkward thing I've ever seen pocket hole.
Dude, I saw you pocket hole a rodent once. Now that the pocket holes are drilled, you're gonna take your 20-inch piece and bring it over to the table saw. We're just gonna rip it so both pieces we get from it are 3.5 inches wide, just making this a 2x4. Now you're gonna take those two and you're going to cut them in half at 10 inches. You're only gonna need 3 of them, so you can take the extra one and discard it. Take it back. Thanks, John. So before we go ahead and assemble these, we're gonna sand them all up. And I think we've decided we're just not really gonna show you us sanding, because if we don't show you us sanding, we don't actually have to sand. No, I'm kidding, we sand, but what you don't wanna watch us sand. All right, so right now we are just putting this whole thing together. Pretty easy. I mean, you can see I'm gluing it, taking 2.5-inch pocket hole screws, and I'm screwing those pieces together. And the shorter piece, as I said earlier in the video, make sure you put the pocket holes on all of the same side. Somehow I didn't do that for this shorter piece, so the pocket holes are screwed up on this one. Now we're just gonna center it up to that bottom piece, length and width. Make sure that on the 2 long sides and the 2 short sides, the measurement lines up, and put those pocket hole screws in. All right, it's a few days later. We just got busy. So we went ahead and we fixed those pocket hole screws on that side with 3/8 inch dowels. Those are always a great fix for that. And now we've got our 3 shelves here. Now before we put those shelves on the actual project, we're gonna stain those a honey walnut, and we're also gonna stain the base here a honey walnut. Then we're gonna paint the tree thing white. So it's gonna be like a farmhouse style-ish thing, which I think will look really nice. So make sure that you stain these before you put them on. Maybe we should have stained the base before we put it on, but we didn't. It'll be fine with some masking tape. As you can see, it's been a little while since we filmed. I don't know how long it's been, but we did some work on the walls. They're looking good. All right, we have one very simple step left. Put some glue on the bottom of these, place it, and we're gonna brad nail it. Hopefully that didn't break. You can also screw it, you can dowel it, do whatever you want. We're just gonna glue it and brad nail, because it's easy. All right, let's get this thing upstairs, get some plants on it, stage it up, post it for sale. Still working. Oh, you're still filming? Okay. All right. See you guys in a second. All right, so let's talk about it. We staged it up. We're taking some photos of it to post on Facebook. We're gonna start at $75. This was a $10 board, I believe, a 2x8, 10 bucks. It's really only a 90-minute working time build, so not bad at all, and I really like the way it looks. One thing I will mention, it stands up completely fine on its own, unless you only put a plant on this one right here. If you do that, the whole thing will tip, but if you put a plant just there, one there, one there, one here, it's fine. But if you only put one here, it'll fall over. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below any other videos you'd like us to make, and I'll see you in the next one. Guys, if you like that video, click right here to check out the bench that we just built and sold. Great video, great project. Or you can click right here for something that YouTube thinks you're gonna like.